Well, as it turns out, a little bit of rest and recovery were exactly what the struggling Louisville Cardinals needed. Fresh off a bye week, the team returned to Papa John's Cardinal Stadium today healthier and with a renewed sense of purpose. Louisville taking on Virginia today, trying to become bowl eligible for the 8th straight year. First quarter, though, Cavaliers caught Louisville by surprise. A between-the-legs handoff to Chris Sharp. He takes it in for the 7-yard touchdown. Cardinals were down 7-0, but they would bounce back big time. A little over a minute later, Lamar Jackson doing his thing. All alone for a 68-yard touchdown. Cards up 3 at the break. Jackson rushed for 147 yards. Third quarter, Louisville pulling away. Jackson this time to the air. It's Jalen Smith, and it's an incredible one-hand grab. Jackson threw for 3 touchdowns, 195 yards in the air. Cards officially bowl eligible. They take it 38-21. John Lewis and Eric Crawford breaking it down.
Lamar Jackson.
Good win for Louisville. Meanwhile, things are getting weird at Kentucky. Despite already being bowl eligible, Mark Stoops has been hearing it from fans all season long. It all came to a head this week in an awkward call-in coaches show where fans called him out on a number of things, including play calling, time management, and his team's inability to blitz. Ain't winning great. Wildcats back to it today at Vanderbilt, trying to become the 3rd fastest team in school history to get 7 wins. First quarter, things didn't get off such a hot start. Vandy's Ralph Webb passed everybody. 37-yard touchdown. UK down 7-0. But the Wildcats would recover. After tying it at 7, it's Benny Snell Jr. getting in on the act. The sophomore headed for a 26 career rushing touchdown. Believe it or not, that tied him for the school's all-time record. UK up 13. Second half, they're getting all the breaks. Lynn Bowden going for a gain of 35. He stripped of the ball, but the Cats, however, would recover it at the Vandy 1. They'll take that, and Snell will take this. He punches it in for the touchdown, giving him the school record. Snell scored 3 times. Kentucky wins 44-21. Katie George has more on the W. It's going to be a tough game. Well, we got a lot more coming your way tonight in sports. Up next, we'll check in with the Hoosiers. They needed a win today against the Illini to keep their bowl hopes alive. Highlights next. Pressure was on the Indiana Hoosiers going into their game with Illinois today. After 4 straight losses, they knew they had to win out the final 3 games of the regular season to become bowl eligible for the 3rd straight year. And Champaign for a matchup with the only teams in the Big Ten with that conference win. IU 0-6, the Illini 0-6. Second quarter, here's 6 more for the Hoosiers. Richard Lego buying time before finding Ian Thomas for the touchdown. Lego threw for 289 yards. IU is up 14-0 after the extra point. Fourth quarter, though, Illini made it interesting. Jeff George Jr., Caleb Reams. Look at Reams fighting his way to the end zone. Suddenly the IU lead down to 3. But the Hoosiers would get it together. Later, Lego to Simi Cobbs Jr. It's another touchdown, and that would be all IU needed. Hoosiers over 400 yards of offense in a 24-14 win. Their bowl hopes are still alive. More football now. Western Kentucky starting to get a little impatient. 3rd straight week they had a chance to become bowl eligible. 3rd straight week they came up short. Marshall got him tonight. 3rd quarter, Mike White picked off, and we were going the other way. Nazeed Johnson taking it back 45 yards for the touchdown. Doppers made a late run, but they fall 30-23. Switching to college basketball, Louisville Cardinals are looking forward to putting a drama-filled offseason behind them once and for all. Take on George Mason in the season opener tomorrow at the KFC Yum Center. Of course, the new year getting underway. That means a whole new set of issues, hopefully all of it with basketball related. It'll be David Padgett's first official game as interim head coach. He knows the Patriots could present some problems for his team.
They've been through it. They're experienced. They've won on the road, and they're going to, obviously, they're going to be excited to play this game. I mean, but at the end of the day, we need to focus on what we need to do to try to defend the other team, but we also need to focus on what we need to get better at from even Bellarmine.
He is excited to get things going, as are we. Tip-off will be shortly after 2 tomorrow. Finally, Indiana fans are going to like to hear this. New Albany basketball star Romeo Langford has announced his final 3 choices for college, and the Hoosiers are still very much in the running. On Saturday, the 5-star guard announced Indiana, as well as Vanderbilt and Kansas, are still in contention to win his services. Senior not expected to announce his final decision until the spring. I'll be keeping an eye on that. We got a big day of college basketball coming up tomorrow. I'll have it right here for you. We have UK in action, we have IU in action, and of course we have U of L in action in their first regular season game of the new season. And that is Sports Tonight. I'm Michael Sett. See you right back here tomorrow night.